Welcome to the Maturity Project. If you're new, we're about 8 areas of maturity: failing forward and failing up, and watching my goofy mug go about telling people, the things that happen in life, including my own stories. Not a life coach. So I am a man that has made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I have also made a lot of good moves and smart moves. And it's just, hey man, it's life. So I put stuff out regularly, and the point of it is that we all have the times in our life whenever we're at that point where we're just ready to collapse, hide in a corner, cry in a corner of the shower, don't know what to do next, and you feel like nothing is going to work at all, right? You're just like, I don't know what to do, and this is possibly the worst point in time of my life. We all get there. It's just, when do you get there? And who do you have in your corner? Some of us don't like to actually talk to people. We don't like to get people to know we're going through stuff. We don't like to get people to know we're having dark thoughts, the kind that, they're irreversible. So my thing is that, look, we have a society that's growing further and further apart with this righteousness about whatever our beliefs are and how other people are not believing the right thing, and then we put labels on it calling them stupid or whatever it is. That is one more justification to push somebody further away. Well, if you're in the United States, you're an American. If you're in any country, you are that, right? At least. We are ultimately all human. But when you think on a bigger scale like that, it's easier to get yourself lost in the mix. Let's think about it here on a local level. You're going to go through things. Who's going to be there to support you? My goal is to do everything I can to try to reach out and to give people, at least enough inspiration to say, I'm not alone in this. I've been there. For you to know somebody else has been there. You're not painted into a corner. And here's an interesting thing about it, by the way. If you are painted into a corner, paint dries. Just give it time, and you will have your way out. You just may not like the time it takes, but it will happen. It will change. Life can really, really, really suck. Now, there's a deep conversation to have about why life really, really, really can suck. But you have to look at, first off, just be okay with the fact that it's true. Life can really suck. But it's a coin. One side of it sucks. The other side of it is, as bad as it sucks, is equally as good as it can be. So it can be incredibly great. You can have some of the best times of your life. Thing is, we don't like to put a pin in it and take a moment to say, this is the time of my life and I'm absolutely loving it. And I want this to continue as long as it can, and let me do everything I can to make sure that happens. Most of the time we're just caught in the roller coaster of it, and we're at that height, and we're just like, wow, this is amazing. But you don't know that there's a dip coming. It's just life. So reasons why things like that happen is very commonly is that life is not stagnant. It doesn't sit still. It's going to continue to move. You're going to ride the roller coaster. You're going to have times whenever you're just like, hey, you know what? I would like to get a promotion at work. Well, you don't know at the moment you make that decision that the actions that follow will have some kind of cost, right? If you have to study, well, that study time will have to take the place of something else. That something else could be you doing nothing but vegging out on the couch, playing a video game or whatever. But you're doing the video game or vegging on the couch for a reason, and you're trading that reason. You're trading that particular activity that has a reason associated with it, and you're changing it for studying so that you can move forward. Well, that's incredibly, it seems, like it doesn't make a difference. But what if you playing video games and vegging on the couch is actually a coping mechanism to deal with the stress of your day, so that at least you can decompress, so that you can sleep better? And if you don't do it, and the stress that comes from studying more, because you're forcing yourself to do something that you may not have as much excitement or desire to do as you do is about playing a video game or doing nothing, that might actually start to affect your sleep. And if it affects your sleep, it affects your recovery. If it affects your recovery, then it can affect your performance in relationships. So you see, it can turn, one little thing can turn into something greater. I'm not saying this is absolute. I'm just giving you an example of those things. The reason why I say that is because I constantly hear people make exceptions. I'm the exception. Listen to the framing of what I'm talking about and put your own life into it. That's what I'll make a suggestion for. So speaking about putting your own life into it, hit the smash the bell notification so you know when this stuff's coming out. If you're subscribed, you haven't subscribed, and hit the bell. God dang it. Hit the like button. Help me with the algorithm, man. Push me out there a little bit more. Share the video, by the way. That'll be helpful. Say that about this timeline. I got to practice saying it much earlier, though. Yeah. But, hey, fail forward, fail up, right? So when you do that, also, let's say add in something else, as far as the relation, the getting a promotion thing at work. What if you're in a relationship and that relationship has a nourishment time? Like, you need to spend time, quality time with that person to nourish the relationship. But you don't tell the person, let's say that's the situation. You don't tell the person that you're going to be taking extra time to study or you're going to be giving yourself time to study so that you can, become more likely to get the promotion. Your partner doesn't know you're doing it, and they see a change in your behavior. Your partner might look at it and think to themselves that you are up to something or you're losing interest. They don't know because you didn't enroll them. Same as sharing this video with your friends. I'll go back over that a little bit. But in that situation, it's going to create a different stress value on the relationship. Well, let's say that does create a stress value in the relationship, and your partner starts to pull back or shows that they're maybe needing a little more attention to feel like whatever they're feeling is missing is being validated. It's not missing. And you're like, God, you're getting a bit needy right now. I can't. I got to focus. I got to read. But then you're like, okay, if you haven't told them, you're not saying that to them. You're just like, hey, please, just give me some time. Well, they don't know what you're up to. You didn't enroll them on your change. Well, perhaps that they do know, which they say you did tell them. It's still going to take time that they won't be able to interact with you if you're studying. I'm using one example. I'm kind of belaboring you over it, but I'm expanding the world of it so that it becomes more relevant to some of you. So you will always exchange something. You're going to change your behavior. There's going to be a cost, but there'll be a benefit. All right? But the benefits, they pay off in the long term. The cost will be something you pay now or you pay very, very quickly. So, and then it's going to make you evaluate why you should even do it. This is also why fewer people are successful and why not everybody is incredibly wealthy and, having the best life of their life, because not everybody is being taught the method to be successful in any single model. So most of us were taught by people that are caught up trying to survive. Is your parents trying to keep up with their own debt and maybe make a little bit extra so you can take a nice long vacation or something. Or they're investing for their retirement, but it's taking so much of their focus, they can't put that focus on you while they're raising you like they would have had they not been caught up with it. There's a lot of things we just don't realize because we get really, really blinded by the bright, shiny, beautiful outcome thing that everybody's coveting. So I'm not saying any of that's wrong. I'm just saying that be aware of it. Because when you make changes, there's a cost to it. The benefit is the thing you conceive when you're thinking of doing it, conceptualizing the benefit, and then you're going to pay the costs. So best thing to do is to enroll people. Now, again, you're not painted into a corner. There's a lot of things, and it's pretty much in any one of these areas. I was actually speaking with a good friend of mine recently. He's going through some relationship stuff. It's a new situation, new relationship, and he's just really, the old model that he has done relationships by is showing up in this particular relationship, but he doesn't want that because he's self-aware enough to realize that old model of behavior and thinking is what has caused him problems in the past. He has validatable reasons for having it, but at the same time, he doesn't want that to affect his current, what he's creating. So we talked about that, and it's to understand there is a cost to it. And the cost is it's uncomfortable to go against what you feel is a natural reaction, part of your nature. Because if part of your nature is to do a certain thing, like, date the way that you date. Well, you can feel like you're painting yourself into a corner or that you're undateable. You're not. You are very dateable, by the way. I don't care who you are. There is a pool of people that will absolutely love to date you. You just need to understand who those people are. So You're going to hear a lot more about the relationship course, because I also have one of the two of them committed to doing the relationship course, and they're going to be giving some feedback at some point in time as well. And I'll be sharing that with you guys as that time comes. So I'll keep them anonymous so that nobody actually knows who I'm talking about. Which leaves you a nice little mystery, right? But anyway, all right. So you're not painted into a corner even when you think that you are. Look, life's going to happen, and I'm going to tell you that sometimes it feels like you just went several rounds with a world heavyweight, fighter, and you can't get the bell to ring. You can't get anybody to stop the fight. It just keeps hitting you. He just keeps beating the hell out of you. Sometimes it feels like that. But if you don't like that analogy, which I'd suggest, don't take that one. I would suggest take the analogy of going to the gym, and it's the first time you actually went through a real ass-kicking workout. And you leave the gym going, oh my God, I am dead. I'm so drained. I feel horrible. Then you have DOMS, which is delayed onset muscle soreness, and it comes in about 1 to 2 days, 24 to 48 hours is where it really kicks in. Some people get 48, 24, 48 to, let's see, 62, 72 hours. Jesus. Don't fault me for mathing in my mind. Yeah, it could take up to 3 days, and then that's where you really get the worst of it. Depends on, a few factors, but nonetheless, let's just keep it at 24 to 48 hours. You don't know that's coming yet. If it's the first time you did a real ass-kicking workout, you feel like you really got beat to hell. Well, here's something about it. It's not just getting beat to hell. It's what's your body's ability to perform afterwards is the big thing. That's the great thing. So, interesting enough, you're adapting to the conditioning, and you will be grateful for what you get on the outcome, because it is going to be something great, and it'll be something you really are looking forward to. But you won't know that until you go through it, and you have to go through it multiple times and just have faith that things are going to change. Same thing when you're getting your ass kicked in life. So keep that in mind. All right, I'm going to keep this one fairly short for today. It's just, look, when you're getting your ass kicked, just think it's just a great workout, and you're just dealing with the DOMS, and eventually you're going to have the better body. You're going to have the healthier body. You're going to have the more functional body. All right, until next time. I'll catch you on the next one. It's Chad Everett Bro Shears with the Maturity Project. Share this video with the person in your life you want to enroll to be understanding of the changes you're making. Share the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification, communicate with the comment section, and let's go.